Everyone is the main character in their own story, but what does it amount to? Coming into college, you also had dreams that you'll have an amazing friend, people you can rely. You'll have a lot of people who will love to hang out with you because come on, you have interesting hobbies and you're kind of funny and overall you're a very nice person. Why would people not like you? But you and I both know the reality is very, very different. You have a lot of friends, a lot of connections, but most of them just ask you for assignments. You have a lot of people who keep in touch, but nobody really gives a fuck about you. And you haven't been to the gym, you're getting lazy, you're missing classes, you're not getting good grades, and your college life looks like a huge ball of mess right now. But there's this another guy in your class who is hitting the gym regularly, is getting good grades in his classes, plays some kind of sports, has an internship, is the center of attention in every party, and on top of all of this, he's also making his own money. Seems like he has his whole life figured out. It seems like he knows something that you don't. Hi, my name is Sankho and I'm a recent graduate from IIT Hyderabad and I'm currently working as a software developer in a multinational company. Now over the last 4 years, I have documented my college life in great detail. I have seen it all. But 4 years ago, when young Sankho was walking into his college life, he was very, very naive, but you don't have to. And that is why in this video, we're going to talk about 5 things that nobody tells you about college. The absolute first thing that I tell my younger self is that investing in college is useless. Now hear me out. You'll see a lot of people around you who will be investing half of their pocket money or even more when they're in college, because they heard someone on the internet talk about something called compound interest and how starting early can make you lax in the future. I understand all of that. Now, I was one of those people. I also started investing while I was in second or third year, thinking that I will have some kind of savings when I graduate college. Now let me tell you why that is a bullshit idea. Think about this. Most of us get some kind of pocket money from our family, around 2, 3, 5,000, maybe 10,000 even. Even if you invest like 2 to 3,000 out of your pocket money every single month, how much will that invested money be at the end of your college life? At max, it will be like 60, 70, 80,000. Now what is 80,000 after you graduate? If you land a good job, you'll be making more than 80,000 in a single month. Now think about what are you sacrificing for that 1 month of salary of yours throughout your college life. You said no to that, bro, मैं नहीं आ पाऊंगा ट्रिप पे, आज नहीं पार्टी में आ पाऊंगा bro, मैंने तो अपने पैसे इन्वेस्ट कर दिया bro. You are missing out on the college experience. तुम किसी के बर्थडे पार्टी में नहीं जा रहे हो क्योंकि भाई बर्थडे गिफ्ट का पैसा देना पड़ेगा. You are not going to that fun trip with your friends. You are not making connections. You are not going out. You are not investing in experiences in a college life, and that is the last part of your life when you will be having like this unhinged experiences of your life, because इसके बाद responsibility आ जाती है. You cannot do these things anymore and you are sitting there just like it's okay bro, तुम लोग अभी मजे कर लो, मैं तो कॉलेज के बाद बहुत मजे करूंगा. Now investing your money in college makes sense if you have like a 20,000 50,000 plus earning every single month. That is something that I had in my third year. That is why I started investing in my third year. If you have that kind of income, definitely go ahead and invest. Now investing is not a completely bad thing, but this is how you should invest if you are in college and you do not have a very big income as of now. Firstly, you should focus on growing your income. That should be your first focus. And secondly, you should invest one time, like maybe take 5-10,000 rupees and invest it one time and play around with it in the market. That way you will understand how market work, how equity works, how features and options work, how the whole economy works. You will understand and you'll have a very good idea about how you can invest your money when you actually start making money after you get out of college. So to brief all of that, I'm saying do not sacrifice your college experiences for some small amount of investment. While you're in college, focus on making money, learning skills and building leverage instead of just saving money. Point number 2 is that independence has a price. जब मैं 11th 12th में था, I also used to be very hungry for freedom, and looking at college life, it felt like the land of dreams. There was nobody to tell you what to do, when to do, and what you should eat, where you should go, where you should spend your night. Nobody to tell you any of that. And honestly, this is a very big reason a lot of people, a lot of you also are going to choose colleges away from your home, and so did I. I was just like you. Now, I was aware that it was not all rainbows and sunshines about the freedom and college. With freedom comes a new wave of responsibilities as well. But you can only imagine the amount of things that you have to manage, that you have to keep tabs of when you finally start living alone. Because there is no parent scolding you and telling you what to do, telling you not to do, it is very, very easy to fall into bad habits. So anyone who has ever been to college will tell you that these bad habits of being lazy, sitting at your room and eating junk food and being overweight, not working out and not preparing for exams, neglecting your social life, all these things are very easy to fall into. People even go into drug addiction, smoking and drinking addictions. All of these things are way more common in colleges than you can think. Why? Because people are getting the freedom for the first ever time. That is why you have to be extra cautious and extra responsible about the things that you do. I'm not saying being lazy or eating junk is bad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying everything has to be in a good balance. Everything should be aligned to the goals that you are chasing. Because suddenly everything in your life, your success, your failures, your health, everything is your responsibility. And that is the whole picture of freedom that everyone needs to see before they get that freedom of living to college. At number 3 is that classes are a basic commodity. They do not serve as much value as you think they do. Even in the best colleges of India, you will barely find 2 or 3 professors जिनके क्लास में तुम actually कुछ सीखोगे that will be relevant in your life later. Now, people who are actually working in the industry, like data analysts, product managers, or software developers like me, will all agree that the most of the things that they learned in college do not help them at all in their jobs. So I'll be honest, if you want to do some kind of research or do some kind of higher studies, paying attention to those classes, getting close to professors and having a good connection with them actually helps you. No doubt about that. But if you're looking for an actual job in the industry, no. So that gets everyone rightfully thinking that wouldn't it be nice if we actually had a bachelor degree that taught you the exact industry relevant skills that will help you land a job? Well, Newton School of Technology has done exactly that. So thoda sa apnapan hai because this is founded by 2 other IITs, or this is not an online course. This is an actual bachelor program, a residential program in a university in Delhi NCR. And unlike other colleges, here you get faculties from universities like MIT, Harvard, Stanford, Duke, and a lot of IITs as well. These are the faculties, and about your mentors, they come from companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon and more. A college life में लोगों का second biggest fear क्या होता है? Internships. Here at NST you have to do a paid 6-month compulsory internship. करना ही है in your second year only. And इसके ऊपर से you are also taken into international study trips to Silicon Valley and to Singapore. अब number 1 fear क्या होता है लोगों का? Placements. Newton School has an average package of 12 LPA. Now, NST is not new to the market. They have an alumni network of 3,000 plus working professionals and they are in collaboration with 2,000 plus hiring partners. अब तुम उन लोगों में से भी हो सकते हो जो कि बोलते हैं यार इसे जॉब वॉब ना होगा यार, तुम लोग रैट रेस में फंस रहे हो यार, तुम लोग मैं अपना बिजनेस चलाएगा. If you are one of those entrepreneurial type of guy, NST will also give you 1 crore funding to host your startup at their own campus. I'm sure I've gotten your interest and now you might be wondering how do I get in? The early intake has already started and all you have to do is excel in the All India INSAT exam that is happening on, note down, 13th and 14th of January. And one important fact, people who clear it in this phase ना उनको 2x scholarship मिलेगा. But there's a catch कि seats थोड़े limited है. तो जायज़ बात है कि कंपटीशन थोड़ा हार्ड होने वाला है. So if you want to become a part of this futuristic curriculum and want to become a tech genius in the industry in the future, you have to go down to the first link in the description and register for the All India INSAT exam. Or remember, the deadline is 12 January, so you have to chop right now. Now, number 4 on the list is that network isn't your friend. One thing that I've heard people talk a lot about in college since first year is that building a good network is very, very important. Talk to people, do this, do that. And I used to think like you're making friends for your own benefit. That's gross, yaar. As you can see, I had a huge misconception between friends and networks. Your networks are not necessarily your friends. Your friends are way more than your network. Now, suppose you have a very niche skill, but how do people know about that? Not everyone is a content creator on the internet and people will know, okay, this guy does this. Not everyone can do that. So how will people know about your skills? It is through a network. A very popular quote that goes around the industry is that your network is your net worth. And that is so true because having a good, well-connected network of highly influential people will give you 10x more, 20x more opportunities than that people cannot even imagine. Now many people misunderstand this whole networking mindset कि मेरे को सिर्फ topper दोस्त बनाना है, मेरे को सिर्फ famous दोस्त बनाना है. No, you can have your friendship separated from your network. Your friendship should not have this kind of boundaries and limitations to any of them. If you like talking to someone about football, be their friend. It's no big deal. Now keeping them disjointed is not the best idea. The best idea is probably not using the same filter for your friends that you use for your network. Now point number 5 is social hierarchy. So suppose you're in a friends group, right? Nobody really talks about this, but how important are you in that group? Now most people will not publicly agree with me. Even first year ka Sankho will not agree with me. But even in a तीन लोगों का ग्रुप, there is some kind of hierarchy. Even in a very small group, there are some people जिनके बिना कोई group trip plan नहीं होता, some people जिनके बिना group trip ऐसे ही plan हो जाता है. You know who you are and we all know where we stand in a particular group. So this is the sense of social hierarchy that is inherent in humans. Be it a classroom, be it a cricket team, be it a project group, in anything there is more than 3 or 4 people, there is some kind of hierarchy. Now what we ideally want to do is to climb that hierarchy. That is a basic human need of every human. You want to feel more important, so do I. I know you can also resonate with what I'm saying. Once I understood this, I experimented a lot with a lot of behavioral changes, a lot of different lifestyle changes. I have sort of figured out how I can climb the hierarchy to a certain extent. If you guys want, I can make a video about how you can become more important in your friend circle, how you can become more high value as a person. But other than that, those were the 5 things that I wish I knew when I was first coming to college. And becoming that top 1% student, not just in terms of studies, but every part of your life, that can help you be a better, higher value person. If you want to know how you can do that while being in college, you can go ahead and watch this video that we made last week about how to become the top 1% student in 2024.